This is Rightly Used with Adam and Karen.
Hello, I'm Adam.
I think I might be Barbara.
Oh, hello, Babs.
All right, my lovely.
Episode 40 of Lightly Used. The big 4-0.
I know, we should be getting real naughty, right? That's what 40s are for.
Well, I've got a personal anniversary I'd like to celebrate.
Oh!
It's been about 20 years, end of March, since my first podcast.
No way!
Yeah. Back in the day, I used to be on local radio a little bit. Very, very local radio. A very, very little bit. But on my Christmas Eve show in 2005, it was on Bridge FM. I used to do the evening show there
Very
for
cool.
a little bit. They let me bring on my two other radio friends. It was Paul Saunders and Hannah Lewis. Hannah, who was the newsreader, and Paul, who I met at The Wave in Swansea.
Cool.
And when I got sacked from there, he took over my overnight show. So I was happy that if anyone has them, mate, yeah.
At least it's him.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you got the extra income. But fair play, Paul introduced me to podcasting. He edited out all the songs that we'd played in the radio show, and that became our first podcast.
Oh,
And
that's fun.
I think he released that in around about March 2006.
Wow. All those many, 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 many moons ago.
I'll be honest, I was a bit of a naysayer about podcasting. Explain it to me.
It's just a radio program, but without music. It's talk radio, but not on the radio.
What's the casting bit? It's just to record it, yes. Right, now I understand. A lot less complicated than I thought. The earliest remnants are on the Wayback Machine.
Nice.
The 13th of June 2006, and that screen grab is episode 11. So I'm guessing around about March 2006. So happy pod-iversary to me.
Happy pod-iversary to you indeed.
And I'm not volunteering any of these shows because I'm not putting 20 and 25-year-old me, or however old I was at the time, out onto today's internet. Fuck that. No. 20-year-old me is in the vault.
Opinions of the time.
Yeah. He was an absolute dick, okay? We can both agree on that. You don't need the proof.
20-year-old me was a dick too.
If you do find it, keep it to yourself, okay? It was a bit of virtually everything, or above podcast.
Nice, like an acronym.
That was from 2006 till late 2007, possibly early 2008.
You ran for quite a while then.
59 episodes.
Nice.
And 2 bonus episodes. 2 bonus episodes was after my birthday. We came back to my flat and we did a drunk recording in the front room, and we managed to split that into 2 episodes. The second one, it wasn't as good. It was later on in the same recording session.
Got to the point where the alcohol had taken over.
Yeah, we stopped being funny. And then it was Interrobang. It was the second podcast. That was maybe mid-2008 to sometime in 2009. 69 episodes. It was me and Hannah, then me and Ed Parnell, who does our introduction and outro.
Does indeed.
He's the voice of our show.
Adam and Karen have been lightly used. That is Mr. Parnell, and I am happy every time I hear him.
I'm eternally grateful to you, so cheers, Ed.
You're
a man.
I honestly had no idea how much podcasting you'd done before. I mean, I knew you'd done podcasting, but you've thrown out a couple of 100 episodes.
Thanks for glossing over the 15-year gap of no podcasting at all.
I didn't think that was important.
Still, it's 20 years of podcasting. That doesn't count the fact that most of it wasn't podcasting.
Still, sorry, I just hit the mic then, sorry. You've done a lot more of this than you let people know in general, including me. I'm like, hang on a second, I didn't even know you had a second podcast. I think you played me some snippets from Above back in the day.
Maybe just the smallest bit to hear my radio voice from back in the day.
Posh Adam.
Yeah. Hey, radio voice Adam, I had to do that live show, the fundraiser.
That's very true. And
Radio Me came back out. Hi, good to be here.
Yeah. Radio You came out. No support from me whatsoever. You did extremely well.
It's a slightly higher pitched and more enthusiastic version of me. That's Radio Me.
I love it. It's great.
Playing the big hits. I don't think any station that I worked on had that strapline. I don't know where that came from.
Playing the biggest hits, the most bangingest tunes, the bacon to your Butty.
I think one of the best ones was the Wave. At some point, I'm sure the strapline was South Wales' biggest hits.
Oh.
We said the last bit first.
Nice.
Made a point, and then nobody ever enunciated the last bit particularly well. I think it changed to South Wales' best music. I don't think that was a long-lived strapline, if I recall.
Funny that. Funny.
I can't remember whether that was an official one or there's just something that, we're so mostly male presenters.
All of you,
hey, good morning.
All of you guys from the 2000s guying yourselves up on the radio.
Yeah. That's why you're not hearing my podcast.
That's fair.
Because we didn't have to comply with any rules for that.
That's true. It was so early in the day that, having a few listeners back then was like mega.
We were on iTunes featured podcasts a couple of times, and we made the top 10 overall iTunes charts in the UK, and fairly regularly in the UK top 10 comedy podcasts. But there weren't many podcasts to choose from 20 years. It was us and I think Johnny Vaughan and Denise Van Outen on Capital FM. We're also next. There's a screen grab of our podcast next to theirs on iTunes front page.
That's brilliant. That's
rubbing
really
shoulders.
Cool. I like that. That's awesome. Good story. Happy pod-iversary to you.
Thank you very much. What have you been up to?
I have been watching Wakatakakage. Absolutely.
Sumo season's back.
Sumo season is back. The Grand Sumo March tournament in Osaka is she's probably finished now, or will finish tomorrow from when we're recording this. Date doesn't really matter. It's been excellent. I've really enjoyed it. I think the channel that I watch it on is NHK Japan on YouTube. They do like a 30-minute roundup of the day with all the bouts, all the top-level bouts.
I think it's the Japanese National Broadcasting Company, I think.
Yes, it is indeed. Well done, good sir. Excellent knowledging there.
Godzilla's taken down their tower hundreds of times.
So quick updates, I guess. Wakatakakage, when I wrote my notes, he was 6-5 over 11 days, so he was up 1, but I think he's won a few more since then. I think he might be 8-5 now.
Oh,
Ayan Ishiki, who was my guy who won the Emperor's Trophy in January, has absolutely had his arse handed to him by just about everybody. He was in line for promotion to... No, it's gone. So yeah,
he's at the top of his class.
He's at the top of his division, his class, and if he had won, I think he needed to win 10 bouts in March to be promoted to the next superior level of sumo.
So to put it in vague British sportsman, is he facing relegation?
He's not facing relegation. He was facing promotion, but he won't be relegated. He's going to be mid-table.
But he's just not getting promoted. So.
Yeah, no promotion for Ayan Ishiki, which is a real shame.
That close.
Yeah. Ura, so Ura is how you spell his name. Really, it's just the happiest sumo wrestler. His profile photo, when they bring it up for the matches and they give you their stats, it's just this like lovely smiley face. He's so happy and beautiful, and he's got this gorgeous skin. He's so pretty, and he wears a pink mawashi. Remembered that one. And then he's got these big like straps that he has on his legs. He's from Osaka, so the crowd are like, yeah, come on, Ura, come on. I think when he retires, he will have women down the road waiting to marry him and have his babies. He's actually a third-generation successful Grand Sumo wrestler. His grandfather did really well, and his father before him as well. So Ura is third-gen ass kicker.
So when he retired, did he get put out to stud?
Basically,
you bringing the fourth gent, come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure sumo wrestlers... I might be completely wrong. Please correct me if I am wrong. In fact, I might go and do some reading after this and correct myself in the next episode. But from my very poor knowledge and guesswork, sumo wrestlers are not allowed to get married and have children until after they retire. they're
not a
not
sport.
supposed to have.
That's a way of life.
They're not supposed to have anything to do. They live in stables, whilst they're competing.
Is there a documentary about this we should
I
be
imagine
a lot more aware of?
I imagine there are plenty. I might do some Googling and do some actual learning about sumo because I really love it. But I also know, on the flip side of it being incredible and these huge, strong men of gargantuan proportions being able to pull off the most incredible physical feats whilst trying to stop themselves being pushed out of a ring. One of the younger sumo wrestlers had to withdraw from the tournament before it started. His name is Midori Fuji. He's 29 years old and he had a heart attack.
Holy crap.
He's been in hospital with fluid on his lungs for 3 weeks, I think, now. And I did read a very small story where one of the other sumo wrestlers has said, he really should stop smoking before he goes out and has a bout because it's not doing him any favours. So I don't think Midori Fuji potentially is the fittest example of a sumo wrestler.
From what I gather, smoking is a big part of Japanese culture still.
Yes, I believe it is. So, I mean, I'm not judging him, but
I'm a smoker,
29 years old, in pretty much in intensive care because his heart and lungs are packing in, and that's really sad. So there is a dark side to sumo, but I genuinely appreciate it for its beauty, and it's just like absolute insanity.
It is a feat of human endurance to take part in a match. I've seen just clips.
Yeah.
This is going to sound crass, but nature documentaries, The Walrus. It's that just the amount of mass of people smashing, but with technical expertise involved as well. So it's fuck's sake, it's a clash.
And sometimes it really, really is. I mean, they're both on their start lines, and when they go in to start the sumo, I can't remember what the name of that is. There is a specific name. There are various techniques. You can go for a lunge, a grab. You can jump to the side. Some guys go straight in with the head. Straight in with the head onto the other guy's head. And you can hear them bashing themselves together. And I'm like, how do you not have brain damage?
Mountain goats.
And then they can spend anywhere between 4 seconds, is probably the shortest match I've ever seen, to a couple of minutes pushing each other around. They're both, some of these guys are 120 kilos, some of them are 150, 180 kilos. That's a lot of person to push around whilst you're also pushing yourself around, being a lot of person.
Do you have to wear a weighted washogi? What's it called?
Mawashi.
Oh, damn it.
You were so close.
Do you have to wear a weighted mawashi?
No,
so
you don't.
Like jockeys having their weight penalty?
No, it's not like jockeying. They just accept that they're all in the same division and there are weight and height differences,
Between A to B, they're in this range. B to C, you're in the next class up, and so on. Yeah.
I did see an interesting match. I can't remember who it was between, but one of the guys had his hand on the rear strap of the mawashi of the other wrestler, and it had come undone. The knot had come undone. So the referee went over to them mid-wrestle, put his hands on their shoulders, and they have to stand perfectly still while the referee then goes and reties the mawashi, and then he will let them carry on again. But the ref has to put the guy's hands in exactly the same place. It's so technical. But absolutely fascinating.
And so the discipline involved with the fighters, no, you exactly freeze.
Yeah, and they
you have to.
They are really disciplined, and they tend to come across as very humble. Don't know if that's how they're
Could be cultural.
I don't know if it's cultural, if that's what they're told that they have to come across as. But they're all very gracious. They're asked questions like, how do you feel about your win today? Oh, I'm very grateful, and I appreciate the fans, and I hope that they enjoyed it.
So there's no Macho Man Randy Savage time.
Absolutely none. The egos are under so much control that it only comes out in the ring. And that's another reason that I love it. There's no bad-mouthing each other, no slapping each other around. Actually, there are some slaps, but once they're in the ring.
Technical slaps.
Yeah, technical slaps. But I just love sumo. So probably next episode there'll be a roundup of who actually won the Emperor's Trophy.
And no sort of shit talking before the match, like boxes and stuff I'm going to come and eat your family and all that crap. It's just
none of that.
Right, the match will speak for itself.
Yeah,
there's a dignity in that.
The worst thing they do to each other is
wedgie.
Is getting to a staring lockout when they're getting ready to go, and they will lock in until one of them is forced to break connection of eyesight, And there was one bout this week where these two guys were just like, I'm just going to fucking stare at you, mate. I'm just going to stare at you. I'm going to stare. I am staring into the deep, dark depths of your soul.
That sounds great.
And it's like, yes, that's how you psych people out. You go, I know I can beat you, and I just have to look at you for you to know that.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I appreciate that. I don't need any of this like bravado and blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that's what I was also going to ask with the ref adjusting the...
Mawashi.
I'm going to combine the both times that
Wamoshi?
Yeah,
Wamoshi.
pretty much.
Mawashi.
Did anyone bring screens or something? Or was it...
No screen. No, because it hadn't fallen off. It was just the knot at the back that secured it. It was just the knot at the back that secured the back strap. So the ref saved everybody's dignity. I mean, not that there's much being hidden. It's literally just to gooch the balls.
You've got the freedom to move without broadcasters losing their license.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that.
That's the one. But yeah, love it. Love Sumo. Glad it's back. More updates to follow. And then probably again in May, because it seems to be there's a tournament every other month.
And I will try and put a link to highlights in the blog.
Yeah, I'll send you a couple of YouTube videos of like bouts of the day, and you can put those on because those are good. They're only like 2.5 minutes long, so people can watch those. What else have I been up to? I bought myself a mobility scooter. I have bought myself the rattliest old bird I possibly could have found, but I was on a budget and I cannot afford to pay the minimum £1,000 to £1,500 for a brand new scooter that comes to pieces and would fit in the boot of my car. So I did a bit of shopping around and I found Red Dragon scooters in Gowerton, not too far
My old stomping ground?
Yeah, not too far from there. And they had like this bat cave almost full of scooters. Most
lightly
of them,
used scooters?
Some of them lightly used, some of them extremely heavily used, and some of them unused. I think the one that I have purchased is edging slightly more towards the heavily than the lightly used.
Just used.
Yeah, very used. But the battery's got excellent life on it. I've been round town twice on it and not had to charge it. It's still half full. So that's really good. So I've had 3 miles out of it, just dossing about around town, getting some fresh air. And
I'm not sure what the range is meant to be, if that's good or bad.
I think it's that's a good question. I feel like brand new, it would probably be about 12 kilometres. So what's that, 8 miles?
I failed maths twice.
Anyway, so yeah, I bit the bullet because I've been really struggling and I've been feeling like my independence has been going a little bit. So I thought, I'm going to get myself a battered old scooter to rattle around town on so that I can get out on the days where my legs don't work very well or my back is particularly bad or I'm too exhausted to go for a walk, but I desperately want some fresh air. And so that's what I've done. I spent 250 quid on this little old rascal that I think I'm going to call Bertha because she's a rattly green machine.
Lovely Bertha.
I have genuinely driven around town with a massive smile on my face, regardless of the fact that it rattles on every little bump or whatever. It's just brilliant.
Does it just need some screws tightening up? Or?
It might do. I mean, the suspension might need a tweak as well, but it's my first step into using powered mobility aids. As Adam knows, and as some listeners know, because they know me, I generally mobilise outside with a walking stick. I don't very often go out without it. And if I do, it's probably to put a bin bag out, and I can't carry a stick and a bin bag at the same time.
And it is a very funky, bright green aluminium.
Yes, I do have. I've got 2 very nice walking sticks. I've got a bright green one that lives in the car, and then I've got a sort of silvery blue marbly coloured one that lives in my flat.
With a squishy handle.
With the squishy handle and a ferrule, and they both glow. So I can see it in the dark, which is really handy. But yeah, I genuinely enjoyed just pootling around town and
You found a bit of independence or regained?
Not being absolutely wiped out and exhausted just from walking to the market, which from where I live, it's less than a 5-minute walk, which is pretty rubbish.
That gives you an idea of how happy you are with the scooter then.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. And at some point I will trade it in for a newer model of something, but it has convinced me that having some sort of wheels with an electric motor is something that would really improve my quality of life.
Oh, we've got to go down in your basement car park and film us having a go on it.
Oh, can we?
Yeah.
That might be the only time you ever see me on it, because it's like, just got to get over myself and all of that. Yeah, watch this space for crazy rascal videos on the YouTube channel. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll be hooning it around one of the stanchions.
Yeah, we will. But yeah, it's great. I love it. I'm really pleased.
Excellent. I'm pleased for you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
Glad it's
that.
made a big difference and only cost, 10% of the other one?
Yeah, I mean...
That's piss-takingly expensive.
The scooter
and also
that-
yours looks like a scooter should, as opposed to somebody made that in this shed. Or it's something from maybe the 1980s.
Yeah.
It did look kind of dated, but the closer pictures you could see it's absolutely modern.
Yeah.
It looks like you're a more comfortable seat in your actual scooter, not the tube frame folding... recumbent trike-looking thing.
The e-foldy is the one that you're talking about, the one that I sent you a link for. It's a little trike, quite sort of a low-profile thing.
Folds up into a suitcase sort of shape.
Yeah, it does, when you can get them to work. I was talked out of buying one this week as well. I met a lady who'd bought one for her husband, who he was refusing to use for various reasons.
Could made her an offer.
I've got her phone number. I'm not stupid.
I'll see how I get on with this one, but give me the details.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I'm so glad I walked into the shop when you're here with your e-foldy, because I was looking at getting one of these and the woman was like, don't. And I was like, why? She's like, she's like, all I've been able to do with it is take it from the car to the front door, from the front door to the car. She's like, I've not been able to use it because it won't fold or unfold. She was having issues with it anyway.
Maybe there's a knack that she just doesn't have, and it could be absolute bargain for yourself.
Yeah, and I mean that's a £2,600 scooter.
To her it was, not to you.
To her it was.
Second-hand now.
I might drop her a text in a couple of weeks and ask her how she's doing. We've had a lovely chat.
Try before you buy as well.
Yeah. I'll be like, oh, can I rent it off you?
And now you've got something to compare it to.
Yeah. I'll be like, give me your bank details and I'll send you £100 a month until I've paid it off. I genuinely would as well, to be quite honest. But yeah, I've sort of been talked out one of those. But yeah, the Rascal is fantastic. I'm really pleased with it. It's not cool. It's not sexy. It is officially a granny wagon. But I'm
functional.
good with it.
It does what it's meant to do. It's transportation.
Yeah, I am at peace with knowing that I'm going to have fun when I sit on that trolley.
You just need to get some lights from Halfords for it or something.
Yeah, I might wrap it. I might get myself some like swanky vinyl wrap and
That's
wrap
surprisingly
it.
expensive.
And do some like Vespa lights at the front. Like 7,000 headlights at the front.
Quadrophenia, look.
Yeah, but powered off a separate battery, obviously. Otherwise, I'd never get anywhere.
Mod Squad Chesters.
Yeah, that's me. Obviously. No, I'm that cool.
Starting fights down Brighton.
No, just down the seafront. Just down the seafront.
Battery will get you to Brighton.
Yeah. That's enough scooter chat. But if you've been in a similar position to me where you are wondering whether to get one or not, get one and see what happens. Rent one for a day. If you have a laugh and you have more energy and you can enjoy your existence more, then maybe think about investing.
But definitely try before you buy and have a go of all the functions by the sound of it.
Yeah, definitely play with every model in every shop that you're allowed to sit on because they're all very different.
Don't go for the first one. Have a compare.
Yeah.
Unless you get an absolute bargain.
Yeah, absolutely.
In which case, too good to say no.
Yeah, and if it's a bargain and you hate it in 6 months, you just trade it in against something else.
Yeah.
Because it's still a relatively new scooter.
And I guess unless you need one, you're not going to be going out there looking just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Well, and unless we have a go in it and it turns out to be super fun, then I might.
I would
race.
love to race you around town on a pair of scooters. We should go to the mobility shop and get the red burgundy ones that they have there. You can rent them out for like a tenner a day.
We're looking into how do you remove the limiter.
Speaking of,
is it like a go-kart?
Speaking of, mine is stuck at 8 miles an hour.
It does sound dangerous.
It doesn't do anything slowly.
Can't modulate the throttle at all.
I've crashed it several times in the building, not outside. I've not run anybody over.
Oh, it does 0 as well as 8.
Yes, it does. It does stopping on a dime.
Does it reverse the same speed as 4?
Oh yes, it reverses at 8 mile an hour as well.
The full Nissan Leaf.
Yeah. Oh, it's insane. I love it. But everyone, buy yourself a mobility scooter. They're genuinely fantastic.
Again, try before you buy it. Work out. Is the only speed top speed? 8 miles an hour doesn't sound much. If you're trying to just inch into a lift or around a doorway,
I know.
or say round a charity shop, for instance.
Oh, like the YMCA where I knocked all the clothes down the other day.
I wasn't going to go into specifics. But
I'm
that's a
I'm
decent
dangerous.
example.
What can I say? I am Danger Karen. Watch
Menace
out.
to yourself and others.
Absolutely. There's no better way to be. One last thing before we move on to actual segments, because we've been chatting for half an hour.
It's
Did I
okay.
say 30 minutes? Holy poo.
Well, we're saying 30 minutes. That's what it shows in the recorder. Dear listener,
It might be 7.
it'll be the time it is on your playback device.
Yeah, 7 minutes of cohesive chat that Adam has edited perfectly.
This isn't likely using it. Use 30 minutes.
I know. I'm sorry. All right. One last thing. Close your eyes.
Very inefficient of me.
Hold your hands out.
Oh. This
Hold both your hands out.
This is early Tat in the Box.
No, this is edible.
Oh.
One for your left,
Oh.
one for your right.
Oh, thank you. Right.
Merry pod-iversary Easter stuff.
Right, I've got a square box in one hand.
Yes.
With, is this an Easter egg?
Congratulations.
And a cup noodle.
Yes.
Oh, a sweet and sour.
I know.
Limited edition. Oh,
I spotted them in Morrison's the other day.
that's a funky colour purple. As
I
well.
know. So I was like, I've not seen the sweet and sour ones before. So they're Nishin soba noodles in a cup. We like them, various flavours of them, and they've brought out a limited edition sweet and sour. So I bought Adam one and myself one.
And if you are a noodle aficionado,
A noodle-anado.
we don't rip off Cheap Show enough. These are also vegan. That's all I was going to say.
Really? I did not know
So-
they were vegan.
You can enjoy them if you're that way inclined, or your body is that way inclined, whether you want to be or not.
Yeah, good point.
And mini eggs.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much.
Happy Easter, happy pod-iversary,
Aw.
happy Saturday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Got you nothing.
That's fine. You give me cups of tea and run me baths. That's always a gift enough.
Whew, I've got off lightly there.
Lightly used.
Forgot to say what we're doing in the show today.
Oh, yeah, that would help.
On the next, the further adventures of Johnny Turnip in lightly used news.
Woo!
We're going to close our eyes and try and work out each other's mystery items in Tat in the Box. No game today.
And I have a book.
And we do have Bibliotat to end the show.
We do, and it'll be a nice quick one. You'll be so happy. You and the listeners.
That's all on the way between now and whatever your pod player says is how long the show lasts.
That's the one. Yeah.
Precise. Hot off the press from Monday the 30th of September 2024.
Oof, scorching.
From the pages of the Abergavenny Chronicle by Tim Butters. Abergavenny man claims Pembrokeshire is home to a lost civilization. From the legendary lost city of Zed to the fabled island of Atlantis, the rumours of ancient civilizations have tantalised and tormented truth-seekers, adventurers, and rum-swilling buccaneers for centuries. And now, an Abergavenny man believes he has discovered evidence that points to a lost civilization that once existed in Pembrokeshire.
Ooh.
At first, all roads pointed towards Saundersfoot, explained semi-professional paranormal investigator Johnny Turnip. To my mind, there's always been something suspect and fishy about that place. But it turns out the kingdom of mermaids and mermen that we were seeking lay in what is now 10B. Turnip told Chronicle. Of course, we're talking thousands and thousands of years ago. But what most people don't realise is the island of ours was once a different shape, and a large part of South Pembrokeshire, from freshwater west to Tenby, was once underwater. As far as I can ascertain, the kingdom of Mer stretched from what is now Manorbier to Tenby. Turnip added, That's a crazy story, I know, but I've no reason to doubt the man in the pub at Wise Man's Bridge. Turnip said, Just as dawn was breaking and the lock-in was coming to an end, the man who went by the name of Step-Aside Sammy Jr. gave me a map that leads to a special seashell that was once sacred to the kingdom of Mer. Step-Aside Sammy told me that once I have the shell, I can use it to summon a mermaid, make her cry, and use her tears to restore balance to the world. At the start of the quest, I didn't realise it was going to be this easy, but thankfully it looks like me and the boys are on the right track. Turnip revealed that after travelling from Tenby to Abergavenny on their mission to find a mermaid for the triple goddess, they initially hit something of a brick wall. Tenby's a great drinking town, explained Turnip, particularly for a Monmouthshire man. Because it's at sea level, there's a lot more oxygen down there. The mountain men like us are used to, and all the O2 is great for hangovers, which meant that we could eat crab and drink red wine to our heart's content. If we felt a bit shaky in the morning, we'd have a dip in North Bay, followed by full English and a couple of shandies to set us up for the day. The only trouble is, the day usually revolved around a steady pub crawl. It lasted until the early hours and usually ended with me, Big Tony and Puerto Rico Paul running naked through the surf in South Beach, reenacting that scene in Rocky III, with Balboa and Apollo Creed frolicking in the waves. By week 2, we decided to get our heads glued on and down to business. So instead of the usual afternoon session of the Hope and Anchor, we decided to hop on the bus to Saundersfoot and take the walk from Hobbit Hall to Wise Man's Bridge. The idea was, let the sea air would clear our heads and help us hatch a strategy to catch a mermaid. Once we had a definite plan, we could celebrate with a pint or two of something mild at the Wise Man's pub. Turnip told the Chronicle that as they walked, Puerto Rico Paul was beginning to show evident signs of alcohol withdrawal. It had been a heavy week, explained Turnip, and Paul's bipolarity was probably a little bruised from all the binge drinking. He started ranting about how much he identified with seagulls and how he should move to the coast because it was his spiritual home. I saw Big Tony's nostrils flare when he said that, but I kept my own counsel. Paul's about to have one of his episodes and best left to talk himself out. The thing is, boys, he said, I once had the chance to move to Swansea, but that place is far too coarse and vulgar for my liking. It's all fake tans, crap tattoos, steroids, Botox, and people who think they can surf. Barry Island's far too many James Corden associations, and Porthcawl attracts too many Ebbw Vale types. Ogmore's okay, but who wants to live that close to Bridgend? No, I think when you're used to the civilising influence of a place like Monmouthshire, only Pembrokeshire will do for the seaside getaway. It's the kind of county I think my Simon Le Bon tribute act will go down well. Turnip added, after delivering the sermon on seaside towns in Wales, Paul fell silent and gazed out to sea as we walked. Without looking at me, he said, What's the point in all this, JT? Oh, the point in what, Paul? I said patiently as Big Tony shook his head and gritted his teeth like a dog. All of it, shouted Paul as he flung his arms wide. Mermaids, fairies, King Arthur's burial place. What exactly are we chasing here? Is any of it real? Are we just slaves to substance abuse and personality disorders?
That's enough of that talk, growled Big Tony.
Why? Shouted Paul. Look at us! We're men in their late 40s with nothing to show for our lives but a series of broken relationships, dead-end jobs and unrealised dreams. That's the bipolar talking, Paul, I said. I don't call repeatedly saving the world a dead-end job. Your trouble is, there's always been a part of you that wants to clip your wings and get in line. If you're going to be a domestic dog obediently sitting at your master's table and waiting for a bone and a pat on the head, be my guest, but that's not who you really are, and you need to remember that. Then what the hell are we, JT? He screamed in my face. We're the men they couldn't hang, Paul, I said. The bandits on the borderline, the last of the Apaches. When we're gone, who will dare dream the dreams we've dreamt and live the lives we've led? We're the men who couldn't be bought, because to the world we're worthless, but what we've got is priceless, and that's one another's backs until the end of time. Well, at least until last orders.
So romantic.
Appealing to Paul's poetic nature and manic duality always worked wonders. In an instant, he went from despondent to delirious and roared, Hell yes! The things we've seen and done are far too big for a social media update. They'll write songs about them. Forgetting completely about our need to hatch a plan to capture a mermaid, we walked triumphantly to the pub to celebrate our brilliance while singing Freebird by Lynyrd Skynyrd. Yet, as it turns out, visiting the pub was a fortuitous piece of luck, because it was at the Wise Man's Bridge we met Step-Aside Sammy Jr., who told us all about the Kingdom of Mer. All of a sudden, catching a real-life mermaid didn't seem all that impossible. And if we were lucky, we might just be able to catch a handful and sell a few on eBay.
Nice.
Turnip added, as the unmistakable and iconic opening drum burst of Tommy Gun by The Clash came on the jukebox, Puerto Rico Paul downed his pint, grinned demonically and said, I think we're going to need a bigger aquarium, boys. To be continued. And all of Turnip's tales have been compiled into a book by Tim Butters, The Manifest Trials and Tribulations of Johnny Turnip. It's available on Amazon, and you'll find a link on the show blog at lightlyused.co.uk.
It is time for Tat in the box, tat in the box. Tat in the box, tat in the box. Tat in the box, tat in the box, tat in the box. Tat in the box. There is tat in our boxes.
Oh, I wanted to press the button.
Tat in the box. Tat in the box.
Oh,
Tat in the box,
Valentino.
Tat in the box. Tat in the box.
I really appreciate that Valentino
Sung
did.
it.
Yeah, I really appreciate that he did it. But Valentino, I'm so sorry if this gets back to you, which it probably will.
He's always listening.
I actually really like singing the jingle, so I appreciate the gift, but stop it.
Well, I was struggling to ask for a favour.
I know, we all know. It's okay.
Tat in the box.
Hey!
So my eyes are closed, my hands are out. I'm standing for a change this episode.
You
I'll
are. He's almost in a squat.
I have to be a bit low with the microphone, otherwise I'll be sticking my face and bumping it around. I'm trying to guess.
Guess what? There's a caveat.
Oh.
You will know exactly what kind of item this is as soon as you touch it.
Oh, I
It
forgot
is-
to say, I don't have a donation item.
Oh, neither
this
do
episode.
I.
Oh,
no,
that's
well,
works.
I do, but I've decided not to do it because you haven't got
Oh,
one.
solidarity. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so here's my actual tat. It is
Okay.
on the table in front
Oh,
of you.
there it is. It's a mug.
Congratulations. What is the mug made of?
It's got a very, very thick base. It's glass.
It is indeed glass.
It's a tankard.
It is a tankard.
And I can't remember which tankards you've got.
You won't know this one because I bought it this week.
I wasn't sure from the podcast you've been on. Had one of them given you a tankard?
No, unfortunately.
So, this is...
Although Matt, Mr. Matt of A Pint of Cthulhu, I would have really liked one of those Cthulhu horn mugs.
They'll teach you to send them to a visual podcast
Yeah,
to show off what you've got.
send them to us instead. Don't give them to the ho boys. They don't appreciate it.
I was listening to Cthulhu and Chill episode 2,
All right.
and towards the end of the episode, Matt was checking his texts. Norton said, "We haven't forgotten about you. We're really busy." So that's still a
that's
thing.
cool.
It's still in the pipeline.
That's excellent. I was of the impression that it wasn't something that was going to come to fruition, but I really hope that it does for them because that would be so fun. Matt must be so chuffed that he's got Norton's phone number. He must be absolutely fucking landed.
But I can't work out what design is on it, but there is something screen printed on there.
Yes.
There is design, but I can't feel what it is. The relief is too small, and I wouldn't be able to guess it.
That's quite all right. You can open your eyes. You said it's a glass tankard. It is indeed a glass tankard.
It's a camera one. Swansea Bay Beer Festival 2011, the campaign for real ale with Brains Brewery.
That is the one. And I found 2 of them. So one is yours and one is mine.
Cheers.
So these were £2 each. I think they're, half a pint?
Yeah. Half pint to line.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've got a bit of a sticker stuck over mine. So, yeah, half pint glass tankard with a nice wide flared base.
Oh, thank you. I was going straight on the fat shelf.
The print is a line drawing, really, of the Brangwyn Hall with the clock tower. It says Swansea Bay Beer Festival 2011 around it. There were actually probably 10 or 15 of these from different years, but 2011 was the only one where they had matching.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, because we're girlfriend and boyfriend, and we've got to have matching. So we've got matching mugs because I'm a sad, sad cow.
Do you remember any of the other designs on them?
They were all very similar, but they were different colours.
It wasn't just the Brangwyn Hall, they were just landmarks around Swansea.
No, so some of them, they were all of the Brangwyn Hall.
Oh, that's kind of boring.
Because I think the Brangwyn Hall came into being with the campaign for real ale Swansea Beer Festival around 2010, 2011. And they've been held in Brangwyn since then.
But that makes sense.
Prior to that, they were held in the Patty Pavilion, which is not very far away from the Brangwyn Hall.
And if you've listened to a recent I'm So Not Over It podcast with Gareth and Essilt, they mentioned Challenge Annika, and I sent in an email, because it's the 1990s.
Yeah.
I sent a letter into telly. They read my name out on the radio. I still got oddly excited. Yeah, they read my email out about Annika Rice doing the roof of the Patty Pavilion for one challenge.
Really?
Don't know whether it was successful or not. And some other boring facts and how to tell Lidl and Aldi apart, which is something they pondered.
I need to listen to that episode. I'm a little bit behind.
Essilt gives it, I'm not going to say any more. exactly the reaction all the information deserves.
Esils is one of my absolute audio heroes.
Oh, the most infectious laugh in podcasting, I think.
Yeah, closely followed by me. Thanks for the compliment, love.
Hey, you haven't
But
been
no,
seeing as many episodes.
she is the most
And way more famous than
charismatic
you.
laugh, and way more famous than me, obviously. Clearly, I'm not famous. Yeah, she's ace. And I obviously love Gareth too, and I send him random messages every now and then, and he's like, oh God, Adam's girlfriend's messaging me again. I'm sure that's what goes through his head. But he's always very polite, gets back to me.
It's lovely.
He is
They're both
lovely.
fun.
I'd like to meet them both at some point if we could arrange it. It doesn't even have to be a podcast thing, just a pint.
A big pod nod for I'm so not over it, and link will be in the description. But sorry, Patty Pavilion was where they used to hold
Yes.
the festivals prior to Brangwyn Hall.
That's it. And prior to the Patty Pavilion, they held it in the Ostream Centre in Mumbles, which is on the main drag going through Mumbles towards the White Rose End.
Oh, yeah.
On the right-hand side, near the Posh Bakery, I think.
Oh, I
and
think I
they
know where you
do
are.
lots of like craft sales and things in there now. I think there might be a small library in there. I'm not sure. Never actually been in.
We need to go back down to Mumbles, but it's absolutely the wrong time of year in summer.
God,
to
as soon as the
pop
sun
the
comes
charity
out.
shops.
As
Yeah.
soon as the sun comes out, you do not go to the Mumbles and you do not go to Gower.
No.
You get stuck behind a million cars that are stuck behind 7 caravans.
It's easily going to be 2 hours in traffic from Gowerton.
Yeah.
To the Gower, sorry.
Yeah, to the Gar.
The Gar.
The Gar. A Gar.
UK's first place of outstanding natural beauty.
Yeah. Is it really?
Pop fact, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the Lake District.
No, we beat them.
Oh,
I might have
nice.
to edit that to say Wales only. I'll have to check that.
So I'm just gonna.
Sorry, that's how the sausage gets made.
Yeah. It comes out how it comes
I'll have an
out. It's
alternate-
fact until it's not.
No, I'm too lazy to edit it. That's staying in as it is.
So I'll just give you a little bit of history about the Swansea Bay Beer Festival. It's actually the Swansea Bay Beer and Cider Festival. It's usually held on August Bank Holiday and is organised by the Swansea and Neath branch of CAMRA, which is...
Campaign for real ale.
Thank you, sir, says it on the back of the glasses. They have been celebrating this particular festival for over 35 years. And it offers a wide selection of real ales, ciders and perries from Wales and beyond, typically supported by live music and local breweries. History and background. While the current CAMRA branch was restarted in 1986, the festival has evolved over 35 years into one of the largest in the area, according to Yahoo News UK. How old is that data? And Travel Gumbo. Don't even know who they are.
Yahoo is still going.
Oh,
Although
right.
they do just repurpose news from other sites.
Ah. Oh, I got the order of the buildings the wrong way around. It started in the Patty, then it went to the Ostream, and then it went to the Brangwyn Hall.
Where it still is today.
Where it still is today and will be on August Bank Holiday 2026, which is the next one.
Any fans of real ale in Wales? Get along.
Yeah.
Say we sent you.
Actually,
They won't know what you're talking about, but makes it even funnier.
Dan and Steve, another pod nod from the Buffoon's Mystery Investigators. Dan
we're
loves
awash with pod nods
I know.
today.
Dan loves himself a real ale. So, Dan, August Bank Holiday, Swansea, you will have the best time
Let us
ever.
know if you're here. We'll show you around some charity shops or some spooky looking buildings.
Oh,
We'll show
yeah.
you some castles we
Well-
can go around with you.
We'll take you into the Cross Keys, which is the
Oh,
oldest
yes.
standing building
Yes.
in Swansea. Still has parts of its medieval walls and things in place. It was initially, random facts, initially opened as an almshouse for the poor in Swansea by some vicar, and it's now a pub.
Fucking do gooder.
Yeah, I know.
How dare you? Get out. We want to drink here.
No, what are those blooming God botherers? No, don't mean that.
Helping people out.
I know. How dare they be kind and courteous and think of thy neighbour and all of that stuff. But yeah, we could take anyone who wants to visit Swansea, who wants to spend time with me and Adam. Adam probably won't talk as much as I will, but give us a shout if you're here. We'll find some places to take you and hopefully not get you lost.
Or at the very least, we'll go for a pint.
Yes, we will go for a pint in the Cross Keys with thee.
Because it's not too far.
It's walking distance / wheeling distance from where I live.
We'll say no more. Don't dox yourself.
Invite thyself. for beers in Swansea.
Yeah, not to your place.
No, I'm not giving my
Specifically
address out.
to the
Specifically
Crosskeys.
to the Crosskeys. Yeah, probably am doxing myself a little bit, but there we are.
No,
Never mind.
there's lots of residential places within wheeling distance there.
Yeah,
It's the middle of Swansea.
That's true.
Right. I've forgotten what item's in my box, so it's going to be as much of a mystery as me to you at the moment.
Why don't you close your eyes while you open your box and see if you
Okay.
can guess what it is?
Okay. I can do that. Right, let's see what I've brought. Oh, yes, I remember now. There is an item. There's an item between your hands which you're going to work out immediately.
Okay.
I can already start counting down from 3 from how close your hands are getting to it. 3, 2, 1. You're going to work it out.
My goodness me, it appears to be a very happy nipple. Be it a bell?
Where did you get that idea from?
I don't know, to be quite honest. I was going to say, before I dinged it, is it one of those old Victorian style nipple switches
Ah, yeah.
that you get in
Light
old
switch,
houses?
yeah. But on its side.
It definitely, yeah. If you'd given it to me like that, I'd have been like, "Oh, is that a nipple switch?" And I would have been like twiddling this
Tweaking.
bit up and down. Yeah, I would have been.
That's exactly the motion you were making.
I would have been pinching the nipple to try and get it to move up and down. But no, it's an innie and outie, not an uppie and downy. Can I open my eyes?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You exactly worked out what it was.
Oh my God! It's a brass bell from the RSPCA that costs £3.99.
And that's the RSPCA Llisnini in Llanelli.
You've had that longer than you've had me.
That was behind the
makes
counter.
sense.
Not quite.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, that was behind the counter under the glass. So I had to ask the lady to reach it out for me.
Did you feel obligated to buy it then because you'd asked her to get it out of the cabinet?
Once I saw the price, I thought, yeah, having that. If it was over £5, I probably would have.
Yeah, fair.
I would have and denied. Do I have to? But yeah, at that price. Yeah.
It's a very nice miniature small brass tit that makes a lovely noise.
Yeah, $3.99.
Oh,
I think
great.
that's worth it. I've since found about 2 weeks later, I went back to the shop. There's a little box card game, $1.99. It's got a newer version of a bell. It's not as decorative or anything, but just for the sound, you wouldn't know it's ornate when I'm doing that with.
Ah.
But yeah, I could have saved some money if I waited 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
It's just the noise I wanted it to make.
It's very nice. And it is a classic bell. Ding!
Yeah.
Service!
Photos of the items are going to be on our show blog, lightlyused.co.uk. What are we doing next?
Bibliotat.
Bibliotat. Oh, we're nearly at the end of the show already.
Yeah, it's gone fast,
We did
even though we
front-load
talked
it.
for half an hour front loading, like you say. It is question and answer time with 500 questions and answers by Grand Dreams or Grand Dreams, depending on how you read it. It is GRANDREAMS. This is a freebie from the laundry room.
Oh,
So where I live, there is a laundry room, and people who live in the building that use the laundry room often leave things in there for other people to take. So it's like a book exchange. Some people leave clothes. There's been
Money?
kettles, toasters. No money, unfortunately.
yet. Or it's been snapped up quickly. Popular item.
Yeah, that's true. And Wendy's always in there because she does boot sales on the weekends, and that's how she makes the money. Like, she sells all of the free stuff that we put in the laundry, which is totally fine because it's not in my flat
Well,
anymore.
people are trying to get rid of it. That's why it's there.
Yeah, but this was in with a selection of books in the laundry room, and I thought this would be ideal for Bibliotat, not only because it's got 500 questions with answers in it, but because it would take an awful lot of episodes to read and answer all 500.
We can come back to it a few times.
Much like the unsolved mysteries and the scary stories to tell in the dark, you'll probably see this book again. Welcome to Bibliotat.
Should we work our way through it 5 questions at a time? We can come back to it 100 times.
Yeah. Shall we ask each other questions, see if we can guess the answers? Or shall I just read you a few randos?
If you ask me them first, when we bring the book back, I'll ask you 5 questions.
Okay. All right. No page numbers, helpful.
We're starting from the start, though, yeah?
We are starting
Right.
from...
Just so we can keep track of when we
Yes,
come back to it.
I'm literally on page 2.
Right, we'll work our way through the book as written.
Who invented the first locks? Locks, like door locks, not water locks.
I was going to ask. I can't remember first name. Yale.
No. Wow, I don't think Yale had been around for 4,000 years.
Chubb.
Yeah, that's the one. It was Chubb.
I really wanted to say Chubb.
Brilliant. So the first locks were
Is it the Greeks?
No, it was the Chinese. The first locks were invented over 4,000 years ago by the Chinese. But the ancient Egyptians also had quite intricate locks.
We're looking for a name. You say who, not what race.
Yeah,
there's a big
that's true.
Yeah, I want a name.
Okay.
Book.
Book says, who invented the Yale lock?
Americans.
No, there's an actual name. You asked for a name. There's an
I'm
actual
giving them the
name.
same answer back. It's a nationality that invented that.
Not bad.
Jeffrey.
No, it was Linus Yale Jr.
Linus.
I know. He invented a cylinder lock in the 1860s, now known as the Yale. Big advantage of the Yale lock compared to other locks of the day was its superb engineering and the fact that it was smaller than any other key. As a result, Yale locks became popular the world over.
I'm taking half a point for saying Yale invented the Yale lock.
Okay, random question. Why did Benjamin Franklin fly a kite during a thunderstorm
To get
in
to the other side.
1752?
Oh, damn it. How much of the dollop have I actually remembered?
You should know. This has definitely been dolloped.
Now, I don't know if it's going to be the obvious answer. It's going to be the woo KY klaxon goes off. Was it to prove electricity, metal conducted electricity, or lightning electricity was conducted through the air by lightning?
Okay, you are so close. The key gave off sparks when lightning struck, thus proving that lightning is an electrical discharge. It's very dangerous experiment, and people have been killed trying to copy it. So you were so close with
quite
the
there,
electricity and stuff. So well done.
I don't think I can get half a point for that one. I was a bit cheeky the first time round.
All right, how many questions have I asked you? 2? 3?
That was 2.
No, that was
that
3.
was technically
there was
3.
There was 2 about locks, so that's 3. Okay, who was the first Prince of Wales in 1301?
No. Llywelyn ap Gruffydd?
He's guessing so hard.
Owain Glyndŵr?
No.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah, honestly,
No, I think it was the last.
your brain is wonderful.
No, I was wrong. So.
In 1301, King Edward I of England invested his eldest son, Edward, as the first Prince of Wales. King Edward's main purpose in creating this title was probably to placate the Welsh people after his wars of conquest.
No, we don't count him. He wasn't the Welsh King of Wales.
Since then, the title has been conferred upon the male heir apparent to the sovereign. That was not read very well.
It's all right. I haven't answered any of these well, especially that last one. That's quite embarrassing for my lack of knowledge of Welsh history. I feel I owe Gareth Gwynn an apology for that one somehow.
You've just de-Welshified yourself. No, you know intricate knowledge that's not necessarily necessary.
I've got to turn in all my Welsh currency. I've got to change the Bank of England.
Oh, God, don't make me do that as well.
No, I think I'd have a lot of special money if I get across to the Severn Bridge back in the day. All the triangle coins when you come here.
Ah, the Severn Bridge.
I had my injections, thankfully. So
The toll at the Severn Bridge. I missed the toll at the Severn Bridge because of the racing after you paid to get through the gate. So boring now, just having 3 lanes going straight from England into Wales. So dull.
You have to abide by the rules of the road.
I know.
Is that a bit of a lawless sort of mile?
They didn't even put a service station on all of that massive amount of space that they've created because there was like 70 zillion lanes.
No, but there was a bit for them to escort you round to the other side underneath there if you didn't have money. One of my friends had that happen to him.
Oh, no way.
I think it was before contactless, so I think they might have only taken cash at the time.
You didn't do a Gavin and Stacey and just like get out the car, lift the barrier and fuck off and then get chased halfway through Wales by a policeman to then go and watch a baby being born.
This is pre-Gavin and Stacey.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. You would have got away with it if it was afterwards. Okay, last question.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. What is sauerkraut?
Is it the cabbage?
Cabbage. Cabbage that has been
Boiled? Oh, see, I'm getting all these
What's the other
wrong.
thing you do with vegetables?
Boil them, mash them, stick them in stew. I'm thinking of potatoes. Sorry, not cabbage.
Cabbage. We're talking cabbage, not
Shredded?
potatoes. I mean, it does get shredded, but like for keeping food for a long amount of time.
Pickled. Oh,
Yay!
yes, it's pickled.
It's pickled cabbage in brine. It's pickled in brine. Originating from Germany, it's made from packing alternative layers of cabbage and salt in a large barrel. When it has then been fermented slightly, it is bottled or canned.
I did very poorly in this altogether.
I imagine I will do equally poorly. There's no blurb on this book. Literally, the front cover is exactly the same as the back cover. But yeah, look out for new and interesting facts coming up in the future when Karen's been lazy.
Oh, we might do these again if I edit this out. Sorry there was no book this episode because I'm too embarrassed about the answers. Oh, it's a shame we didn't have time.
Oh, yeah, no.
So we spent too long talking at the start. We couldn't do the book.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't bring a book this time. My bad.
Did we tell Rob off?
For what?
Not going to the cinema with you.
Oh, no, we haven't told Rob or Tom off for not going to the cinema with me. And it's fine because they have busy lives.
They didn't let you go across the country to go and spend 2 hours with them.
I was
the
willing,
fucking cheek.
I was willing to drive from Wales to London to go and watch a 2-hour, 5-minute runtime movie with them.
You just had to set aside 2 hours of a weekend evening.
I know, but they do have kids and wives, and I don't
coincide
have
it with your
either of
travel
those.
time and getting there, and any traffic you might encounter on the way. So yeah, how selfish of me.
I have been texting them a little bit today, actually, because obviously we went to go and see Project Hail Mary last night. No spoilers.
Well, we'll say what we like by here. If there are, I'll cut some out or bleep them. So if this conversation jumps around any, that's why. The only thing I'd been aware of it is you'd told me it's based on a book and audiobooks. You're a huge fan of them. I'd seen a poster and a bus stop. And I saw Ryan Gosling giving an interview with Seth Meyers a few nights ago. That motherfucker spoiled the film for me.
Don't watch that interview.
Yeah. Do not watch him in any interview bigging up the film before you see it if you have any intention of seeing it.
Yeah.
For everybody else in the cinema, not a dry eye in the house.
Yep.
No. He said something in the interview. I was expecting worse. Right, I'm going into the film
Knowing not to invest.
expecting something to happen. That did not happen, but I'd been braced.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that it didn't have the punch it should have and clearly had for every single... It wasn't a packed cinema, but everybody in there cried.
There was a lot of sniffling going on throughout different parts of the movie, actually. There were sort of maybe 3 moments that were quite emotional, and there were a few sniffly noses around the screen.
But the biggie... Fuck you, Ryan Gosling. You spoiled your own film. But no, it was a very, very good film. So I went in there knowing absolutely nothing about it. Excellent concept, visually stunning. A little bit long. I think
that's modern films for you.
I don't know how much of that was also down to those cinema seats clearly aren't designed for long films.
That's true.
Even the premiere seats.
Oh, my bum hurt.
Yeah.
My coccyx still hurts today.
It wasn't comfortable sitting there. I was squirming and
Yeah, Leslie Odeon needs some new seating, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I have seats that are comfortable for modern film lengths.
But as a standalone sci-fi film that you knew nothing about, other than the preparedness that Ryan had personally given you, would you recommend it for someone else to go and watch?
Absolutely.
There we are then.
Yeah, rated 12.
12A?
12A, you're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to have an adult with you.
Yeah,
as the rating is,
and I really would recommend it being a 12A.
Yeah, some of the themes and scenes in there.
For the emotional side of it, not necessarily the visual. There was one part in particular that I found really difficult to listen to. And that made me feel really quite upset. Not like, I'm shedding a tear because it's a sad moment in a film. But it
added to the distress of the moment.
The audio of that section really got me to the point where I felt physically and emotionally uncomfortable. And I did shed a few tears. Like, I wasn't sniffling away like everyone else was, because I know the story. I know what should happen, how things should happen, how it should end, how it should start, and everything else in between. I've listened to Project Hail Mary maybe 5 times since September. So yeah, it's a book that I love. I feel like the film made as good a representation of a book that is, I think it's over 20 hours long audio.
Oh, that's a lot to adapt.
To squeeze into a 2-hour movie where they include all of the important aspects of the book that carry through the spine of the story. How things are presented might not necessarily be how I imagine them to look or how the book describes them, but everything was like, it was visually stunning. It was a beautiful film. The practical effects, absolutely fantastic. Props to the props guys. I said it last night. Absolute props to the props team, because the practical effects are fantastic. I enjoyed it.
Also wardrobe. I liked his stripy top.
Yeah.
That needed to be. I was waiting for the tracksuit trousers with the matching stripes, like 1970s Olympic team.
Yeah. It was very, very Olympic team.
That was a cool outfit.
Jogging outfit. Yeah.
Didn't need to wear the cagoule anywhere near as long.
No, that yellow cagoule featured an awful lot in the film.
That felt so sweaty. I could feel how clingy that was.
And there's that one scene where he's sat talking, and you can hear the coat making noises because he's moving and he's uncomfortable in what he's saying, so he's shifting about, and you can hear the noise that the coat's making.
Sorry, I was thinking of his space cagoule that he came out of.
Oh, right.
That he wore for the first
suit.
20 minutes. Yeah, sorry. But also, he does wear a loud cagoule in an otherwise silent scene. And all in my mind was, how much is this Foley work, or is that recorded on set?
Interesting. I have no idea. I don't know the answer.
A nerd.
But as someone who loves the book, I enjoyed the film. I found parts of it distressing. I kind of was expecting to, but it's
more distressing than you anticipated, and
really,
with reason, given.
Yes.
I don't want to spoil things.
It's an excellent film. If you're into sci-fi, if you like space, you like end of the world scenarios where there's one option, a bit Armageddon-y really. Like, there's this one thing we can do. It's an extreme idea. It's highly unlikely to succeed, but we're going to try it anyway because we can't think of anything else. Then go and watch Project Hail Mary. Ryan Gosling acts Professor Grace incredibly well. I think he matches the character from the book really well, and I also think that they carried the humour of the book really well into the movie. I was going to say, you were talking about the weight of it. It's also very, very funny. Yes, it's not like Sunshine. No, as a weighty sort of film. It is a very funny film as well. There's a lot of comic relief in there, and it's all really well placed. The only thing I'm annoyed about is that I had to go for a wee halfway through the film, and I held it for as long as I could until the point where I was incredibly uncomfortable, and I came back and I was like, what have I missed? But I wasn't gone very long. But no, from what I told you, you knew exactly what it was from the book, so I don't think you missed too much, because it's adapted well. It is I was trying to phrase that. It is adapted really well. From what you told me. Considering the mammoth task that the script writers had to pull all of that detail out of an incredibly long and detailed book. And it's fantastic. Lord of the Rings in it, and we're going to do 3 films out of this. Yeah, it didn't need to be an epic. I do believe there will be a follow-up book from the author of Project Hail Mary, whose name I cannot recall, but I look forward to that coming out on Audible, because I'm sure that will be an excellent read. Was the second main character in the film, how did that character look compared to how from the book? Your mental image. I thought, actually, they did really well. I need to listen to the book again, because I need to listen to the description, like Grace's description of Rocky.
But just from your overall memory of the book, was it fairly close? Or?
Very, very close.
Oh, excellent.
Really good. Like I say, like the props team and the practical effects were fantastic. Rocky is presented brilliantly throughout the film.
Oh, I was trying to avoid the character name.
Yeah,
I
fine.
can beat that. Sure.
Yeah, I think you could say the name because we're not saying any information about it other than it's just the name.
Oh, fair enough.
But I was not disappointed with the look of the film in any way, shape or form.
I think it's a sign of very, very good writing when it's adapted, and that's exactly as it appeared in my mind's eye from the writing. Yeah. So, kudos to the author whose name we both forget.
I know, and my phone isn't next to me either, so I can't check.
Sorry,
author of Project Hail Mary.
It's an entire different level of the house.
Ray Porter narrates it on Audible, so he's amazing. I listen to everything that Ray Porter narrates now. He's my falling asleep to guy. Doesn't matter what the book is.
It's a gateway drug.
I have half listened to so many sci-fi books over the last few months just because I like falling asleep to Ray Porter's voice.
Pod nod.
Yeah.
If you get any Audible credits, one to check out for sure. Oh, you've got us some extra badges as well. Pin badges.
Oh, yeah. I managed to get us free pin badges, which was really cool because I booked the tickets online. And if you booked online, you got a free badge.
Karen did speak to the manager.
I didn't speak to the manager, and I didn't ask him to speak to anybody else for me.
You had to speak to him because he was the one that taking tickets on the way in.
I asked the guy behind the kiosk, and he said he didn't know, and to ask the guy who was taking the tickets.
He just happened to be the duty manager.
Oh, was he?
I think he was. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm sure he pointed out that he was the duty manager.
No. So we asked the guy who was taking the tickets, Mr. Duty Manager, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know, but I'm sure I read an email somewhere saying we should have got some free pin badges. Hang on a minute, let me go and have a look." So we go into the screen, have a sit down, and then this guy walks into the screen 10 minutes later with a carrier bag full of pin badges.
Made a beeline for you.
Yeah, he did.
He was looking specifically for you.
He did. He spotted us first, came straight to us, and then he was leaving, and then he was like, "Oh, I better offer them to everyone else that's already sat here as well." So whoever was sat down while the guy was going through the screen got their free pin badge. But that big group of boys where there was like 10 of them.
One of them went gone to the toilet.
A couple of, one had gone to the toilet, one had gone to Ben and Jerry's to get a milkshake or whatever. So they missed out on pin badges, but their mates all had them. So that was quite funny.
I don't even think they said, "Oh, can we grab one for our mate?" I don't think anyone even asked.
We should have asked for spares.
Well, I did call after, but I was only half joking when I said, "Oh, can we have doubles for the ones you forgot to give out for everybody else?"
Yeah.
Because he did say, we went to have given these out from the start.
Yeah, so they've got 1,000 pin badges or whatever, and they handed out maybe 25 last night.
Not everyone read the memo fully. We skimmed it.
Yeah, but we got our free pin badges, and I am really pleased.
Yeah.
Be added to my collection.
An excellent film. Definitely go and see it. Oh, the one thing I will say from the interview with Ryan Gosling, he's been on board for 6 years. He's been involved
for this movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think as soon as the book was in his hands, pretty much.
Wow.
He's been involved in trying to make it.
That's really cool. Well done, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
What a man.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
And he apparently had some astronauts watching it, and when he's just haphazardly and randomly flopping into walls and grabbing onto things, just out of control, getting through tubes, ISS astronauts had seen that, and they're, yeah, that's about right, that's what happens.
Super organised in zero G.
Because he had to be a little bit chaotic, but he's not the slickest astronaut, his character.
Do they do it on wires? Do they film those scenes on wires?
It must be through rigs, wires. Possibly there's ceilings, maybe CGI'd in.
Yeah.
So we're not seeing a bunch of strings. But however it's done, it was really, really well done. And you do believe that he's in a space station.
Yeah.
Apart from when he wakes up, it looks like he's in some sort of nice
He does look
spa.
like he's just woken up from a really lovely sleep, doesn't he? In his nice orange sleeping bag, all cutched in and tucked up.
The room that he's in is like given different lighting and textures and tones to all the other rooms. It's more relaxing to supposedly more relaxing when you're just waking up from hypersleep or wherever.
Yeah.
No, I can't say anymore. It's going to spoil people.
Yeah, shush. It's a great film. Go and watch it, please.
I hope this episode has made some kind of sense. Depending how much stayed in.
Well, I mean, you are the king of editing. You made us sound absolutely amazing.
I made myself a crown and everything.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Thank you very, very much for listening. If you do want to get in touch, pod@lightlyused.co.uk. There's photos of all our tat on the blog. Well, all our tat. The two things we brought in.
The two tats.
I think it's very, very... Yeah, I'm going to leave that one.
That's the name of the show.
It seems very thin on the ground for photos this episode. I think the last one we had, there was
1,000.
too many photos, if anything. So I think this is making up for it.
This would be a minimal.
Also, links to our pod nods are going to be on the show blog as well.
Yes.
And also a link to Tim Butter's book, The Manifest Trials and Tribulations of Johnny Turnip. That's always on the blog, to be fair, since Tim let us know. I've got a book out.
Yes.
So, yeah, least we can do. We're using material from your book. One person we know of has bought a book from us featuring it on the show.
Have they?
Might have been Matt.
Matt, did you buy a book? Well
So
done if you
somebody
did.
did get in touch and say they bought one.
That's really cool. I'm really pleased to hear that.
We need to go back to Abergavenny at some point.
We do. There's more exploring to be done.
At the very least, we need to buy another copy of the book and ask Tim to sign it so we can give it away somewhere.
Yeah.
Just to kind of boost listeners.
That's the one.
That will be happening at some point in the future. And also, Abergavenny was a nice place to visit.
It is beautiful.
Back to signing off. We are part of the Studio Channel 84 network.
We are.
Our fellow shows are The Variety Show with TJ and Rob, The Untitled Sci-Fi Show with Rob and TJ, and Who Takes the Socks Off, and this spin-off minisode series, Socks On or Off with Ross and Simon. Find us all, links to all of our socials at channel84.co.uk. I think that's everything.
You've done well. No one knows if we've forgotten anything until we tell them next time.
I know. I'm listening to it editing.
Oh, that's a good point.
We've missed all of this out. Corrections.
Thanks for listening.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, mate. Bye.
Adam and Karen have been lightly used. Visit lightlyused.co.uk for more. To get in touch, email pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
But it turns out the kingdom of mermaids and mermaid that were... Mermaids and mermaid.
Mermaids and mermen?
Mermaids. Mermaid. Oh. Oh. Turnip said, just as dawn was breaking... Got the Postman Pat lyrics in my head now.
It's going to be stuck in my head all night now. My internal jukebox is going to be tuned into Postman Pat.
I think I could make that edit happen.
What you should do is do the edit, but then leave this conversation in, so everyone's like, "What are they talking about?"
This is the show. This out of context. It's likely used.
Yes. I'm gonna. If you send me this,
is that your side channel?
If you send me the raw audio for this, I'll just clip it and put it on Instagram. And people will be like, "What? But it'd be great."
Not sausages then. Stop making me have to work.
You can just delete it all. I'm just saying
I've got to listen to all this.
Sorry. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, that's just spiteful now.
Yes.
This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.